Welcome back, MTG Joe here, and it's a new season, so we will be taking on a new historic ladder. We will be playing a bunch of best of three. I do need to find a deck. I believe I qualify for the MIQ again this go around because I day 2'd last month. So we will be trying to find a best of three deck, see if we're still go with Gruul or something else. What we have today is a deck that one of my YouTube subs, Samish, top 1200 with last month, the month of December. This is an Izzet Tempo Izzet Wizards deck for best of one. So Tempo is kind of like a mix for those who aren't familiar. It's kind of aggressive, kind of interactive. Really what you're trying to do with Tempo is spend less mana than what your opponent's spending for their spells to kind of get ahead and just you put pressure and kind of slow them down. The best way to kind of think of it is, you play a 1 mana creature, they play a 2 mana creature, but then you use a 1 mana spell to deal with their 2 mana creature. So you net mana advantage and you set them back a turn to have to recast the creatures. So there are a lot of threats in our deck that do have haste or pseudo evasion in terms of flying. The wizard's component comes from Soulscar Mage, a 1 mana 1/2 prowess. Whenever a source deals non-combat damage to a creature, you put that many -1/1 counters on it instead. So this allows you to shrink down bigger things that you normally wouldn't be able to kill with something like a shock. You have Lightning Stormkin. It's a 2 mana 2/2 flying haste. So just an evasive body, kind of flies through, smashes face. And then you have Adelize the Cinderwind. So this is your lord for the deck. It's a 3 mana 2/2 flying haste that gets what's effectively prowess for your wizards whenever you cast an instant or sorcery. Then you have your other creatures in the deck. You have Sprite Dragon that gets bigger every time you cast a non-creature. You have Brazen Borrower that can bounce a creature or a permanent, as well as a 3/1 body. You also have Bone Crusher, similar to the Stomp and the creature on the backside. Then your spells, you have Curious Obsession to throw onto any of your evasive creatures to draw cards. You have counter spells in Lofty Denial, which gets a better benefit from having flyers, as well as Wizard's Retort. And then you have Shock and Wizard's Lightning. Mana base 20 lands. You have your fast lands from Kaladesh, your pathways, and then some Sulfur Falls, stuff like that. So we'll try it out. We're in Platinum, so we'll see how it goes. Play some games of this. And then I have an Izzet Blood Sun deck that I also do want to try out. But we'll give this one a shot. I did finish top 1200 from one of my YouTube subs, like I mentioned. We'll give it a go. Happy New Year to everyone. Hey, Kevin, how's it going? Thanks for stopping by. As always, if you are catching this on YouTube, if you can, like, comment, and subscribe. Helps with the YouTube algorithms. Appreciate the support. If you do want to know when we go live on Twitch, as always, you can hit that follow button. I think we keep this hand. No 1-drop, but we have a number of interactive 2-drops. So I kind of want another land here to be able to go. So they're on the Coco Life game plan. That's actually really annoying because of our haste creatures. It's like super annoying. Okay, so we got another land here. That's good. So I think here we're just going to set up Sprite Dragon. Because ideally we would have hidden for 1 point of damage here. Next turn, I'm going to hold up the Stomp after the Curious Obsession. So here we have the option to Lofty Denial. Shock's also really good. So let the attack come in, see what they play out here. If they play something... Oh, passed through the turn too quickly there. Oops. Here... I think we're fine to just continue racing. I do think I want to get rid of this Soul Warden. Just because it keeps gaining life. Now we can just go to town. Draw 2 cards. So I do want to hold up the Denial. I think we're just using our mana here. Got him. 1-0. Quick one. And that's basically what you want to do with these tempo decks, is you present a threat and you just disrupt what your opponent does. You can probably go a little bit, like if you have the pathways, you probably have the shock lines as well. The fast lines help, but I don't think they're like a necessity. It's only playing 20 lines anyways. Like you could just play more Sulfur Falls. We're only playing 2 Sulfur Falls. Yeah, just go up 2 and then a couple more basics. This hand's great. I think we shock in first here. So depending what they play out. Okay, we're gonna go Stormkin this turn. And then I'm probably just gonna hold up Disruption for a couple turns. Unless they just go real slow. So we can go Sprite Dragon. I think I like that. I think here I'm gonna fake like we have something. Wish we held the counter up. Schlog, how's it going? Thanks for stopping by. Yeah, I wish we kept the counter up. Because now this is gonna get out of hand. Might still be able to race here. So they're on a 3-turn clock. If we can get some sort of like burn spell, we can shrink this down. So keeping this because it's a hard counter. Too many lines this go around. Just hold up the line. Hopefully they play out something so I could counter this. And then make this a 2-3. We only have 20 lines, so drawing 5 feels pretty bad here. Like Shock would win us the game. Wizard's Lightning, Stomp, just anything to go face. That could be a bait play. They gain 2 life like this. How was your New Year, Schlug? Probably gonna have to throw a block in here. Because they can make this unblockable, which gains them a life. It was nice. We just, it's just my wife and then her parents. Nothing like the usual. Okay, so they're going to hit us for 9 here. And then they have 10, so they have lethal. Yep. So we couldn't block anyways. That was an awkward draw. Drawing nothing but lands. So the one thing, like if you don't have the Curious Obsession, you tend to kind of run out of cards pretty quick. Your average converted mana cost is pretty low, so you play out most of your hands. That game really came down to the decision to play out a third threat versus holding up Disruption. I think we keep this hand. A lot of friendly folks today. I think we're just bringing out the threats. Notably, you are a fairy dragon. They have burn. The mono red matchup's going to be pretty bad. Playing this out because next turn I can play out this. If they don't kill it, which they probably do, I could stomp this. Yeah. We're not going to do much against this type of draw, especially if we're not drawing anything but lands. So we'll just stomp here. Because they have prowess, we want to kill this now. But this game's basically over. They interacted with our first 2 creatures. Yeah, and I can't even interact. They're going to play around the Lofty Denial. And we have done a great job of drawing nothing but lands. They might have a burn spell here too. If they kill this, I'm just going to concede. Yeah, I can't do much here. Oh, they went face. That's interesting. See if they go Bone Crusher. We can't even counter this. Jeez. Yeah, we're dead. We're dead. So this is the downside with the deck. Like, against mono red, their burn is going to be a little bit more effective than ours. The one thing, these Wizards Lightnings have not felt great. Also, I think I want another threat on 1 mana. The 2 mana 2/2, like Sprite Dragon gets bigger, but just the 2 mana 2/2 just dying to everything feels a little weak. Like that hand can't really do much. Jeez. Is Stream Deck Cardboard Live should be up. I don't know why it refuses to. Okay, we just lost this game. 1 sec. Malta 5 against Auras when we don't have a creature on 1. We'll just take that as a loss. 1 sec, Kevin. I gotta figure out why Cardboard Live is being so particular. Okay, let's fire this up again, see how it goes. Yeah, I'm going to give it one more shot with this, and then I'm going to try just switching to have another 1-drop in there. Because the thing is, you want to be able to have ways to counter. There's another one that I want to try out. It's Blood Sunlist. Another one that made Mythic. I can't do much with this hand. We're just not drawn well. Keep this hand, put line back. So this is awkward because if they go Core Spirit Dancer, wow, no play. They might be trying to have protection up for it. I go Shram. Can I have a land? Cartouche. Yeah, just give me a land. One line, one time. Perfect. So the question here, do we just kill it and be done with it, or do we Curious Obsession? I think we're just killing it now. The card advantage they get is pretty big. Like, they can put it up on this guy here, but this is better too if we draw like Brazen Borrower. With the Insight, it's going to be rough. Sentinel's Eye. Jeez. They got big. And they can block our flyers now, which is awkward. Ooh, that's perfect. Bounce here. That was like the best draw in our deck. Just put that up. Make it seem like we have Mystical Dispute or something. Okay, Savior. If they're cycling, we're in a good spot. They can escape to put it on here if they want. Another line's actually pretty good because we could have the Lofty Denials. If not, I'm probably just going to attack in with Sprite Dragon here. Hit him for 5 and then hold up double Lofty. If we don't need it, we can flash in Brazen Borrower. It may be worthwhile as well having some more unsummon effects. This is a pretty common matchup that you're going to run into. Okay. So again, Adelies doesn't do too much here. Another Sprite Dragon's good for the following turn. So I'm just going to pass the turn here. We have Lofty and Brazen Borrower. So I can flash in the Borrower. See what they play out here. Okay, so Bone Crusher puts him to 9. Okay, because this gets Prowess. If they block the Adelies, I just stomp their face and they're dead. Or they're down to 1. And then at least I trade with the Savior here. Dead. Tempo. Alright, let's try by just switching to another 1-drop. I think that would help. Hey Paragon, how's it going? So these Stormkins... Oh, aren't great. Just always being a 2/2, like Sprite Dragon gets out of hand. Wizard. Ideally flying, so I think we're gonna go Storm Tamer here. So it's a wizard that also can serve as protection as well, and it allows us to turn on turn 2 Lofty Denial or Wizard's Retort and Wizard's Lightning. So I think that's a little bit better of an avenue to attack. Like, besides the mana base, this deck's not terribly offensive in terms of wild cards. Because if you're playing Standard, you probably already have Brazen Borrowers and Bone Crusher Giants. Pretty much all the other creatures are commons, uncommon. So this hand doesn't really do anything. Okay, this hand's a bit better. I think we're putting back a Dorat here. It's not a great hand by any account either. I think I'm going to lead on this. I don't know what they're on yet. They might be cycling a Censor here. Okay, so they're spirits. I'm just going to go ahead and kill this now, I think. So this gets a reduction, so they can play a couple spirits out next turn. I think we're just killing this again. Mr. Chef Piggy, how's it going? This is a game where if we could have like a 1-drop to start pressuring him. So here, we do this. We do this. They either have to trade their lord or give us a card. And now we have double Wizard's Lightning for their lords. That's rough. The Apparition is rough. Land? Perfect. So here, I think we wait. We just attack in for 2 here. Say go. Because this makes the other one bigger. Let's just kill this. This was pretty big tempo because we lost our Curious Obsession. Alright, so we're kind of in top deck mode. If we can kill this Apparition, we get another 2/2. Now it's a 3/3. Yay. Okay, so if I attack face... Okay, so let's see what they do here. Because if they don't block... So here we kill Supreme Phantom. That Nimble Ghast Herald was actually pretty good. Probably should have put it on Adelize, just in case they draw another Skyclave. Got him. Tempo time. The evasion's good, and surprisingly, like that game we kind of lucked out because we drew a lot of our burn. I think having like 8 1-drops. Your 2-drops then are only really your Sprite Dragon, but then you have a lot of burn and stuff like that where you're using your interaction. You really just want to ride your 1-drop. Like if this hand had a 1-drop, we'd keep it. I think it's a mulligan with double. Yeah, we'll keep this. Putting back. It's probably honestly the Wizard's Retort right now. Temple of Abandon, so it's probably Gruul. Probably just doing this. So generally I don't like putting the Obsession on the Storm Tamer. Ooh, dinos. Okay. So they can go 4-drop here. The thing is I can't kill this anyways. So I think what we're doing is just trying to race here. And then try to get some bounce spells going. So they get a 3/3. Kind of cool tech there. Becomes a 1-mana 3/3. And then this gets, they're hitting us for 6. So I'm just going to go ahead and kill this. But we're still taking 6 this turn. Wow. And they have the Savage Stomp. Yeah, Kaladim's going to be sick. Yeah, we lost this. The problem is once it gets to like 3/4, they had a good combination there. I still think we want to summon in the deck. Let's take a look. Like these Wizard's Retorts have been kind of whatever. I think we'd benefit more just from Unsummon, because Unsummon also protects our stuff. Let's try it out like that. Because with the Retorts, like they're great if you can play them on 2, but I think we want to be more proactive. Curiosity is something you could try, but the thing is our toughness isn't the greatest, like other than Sprite Dragon. And there's a lot of like mono red going around. Sounds pretty good. So like the thing is, you kind of go all in. We don't have like the protection that we normally would have. I think I'd probably try Gitu Lava Runner or whatever the that one is, the dude. So here let's just go blue. The 1 mana if you have 2 instants in your graveyard, instants or sorceries. Light up the stage might be something as well we can try out. So depending on how wide they go. Okay, this is fine. Because I can go Soulscar Mage here. So I only hit for 1 this turn. But I think it's fine. Because what I can do is I can block in a way that... Yeah, so we'll see if they haste out the Spellbreaker here. So what we can do is... Stomp the Gallia. Do that. Then I can Brazen Borrower it. That brings it back for the turn. Hit him again. And then we just hit him for 7, and then I can bounce their thing again. So that's really what we want to do. Like, you're just kind of tempoing out your opponent as you go through. All right, I'll give this one a couple more games. I think I like this variation a little bit better. The 2-drop 2/2 wasn't that great. Even that game, like just being able to unsummon the Spellbreaker again. We had to let them attack in with Gallia, so that way we can get the block off. This hand's good. This hand I can go Storm Tamer, Wizard's Lightning, or Unsummon. I wish one of these was a dual land, just so I could hold up both. Ooh. Is it Goblins? Oh, Chick, thank you for the follow. Appreciate the support. So I think what we do here, we just go another one here. Because with Adelize, I can use these spells later. I don't want to use this with Glintnest Crane. What is this deck? Gate to the Afterlife. Perfect. So here with our hand, how it's shaping up, I probably want double blue. We don't want to stomp on the Skirk here. So we probably have a turn. They don't have much in the graveyard right now. Maybe I should have held one of these just to have protection. Because I could have always bounced the Adelize that way. It's cool tech. Gets you a trigger. Drakuseth. Okay, so that could have been pretty bad. 1, 2, 3. They need 6. Alright, going in the right direction. The burn heavier versions seem better. Maybe we even just go Lightning Strike. I like the Unsummon because it's 1 mana. We need Soul Scar, not Skull Scar. What's the other 1 mana red card? The Prowess one. Oh, it's gonna bother me now. Sounds gas. Soul Scar, Bone Crusher, Wizard's Lightning. I could also Soul Scar, Wizard's Lightning, unsummon the first turn. But we're probably going to play out like 1 a turn. Mono red. Okay. So I'm actually going to play this out a little different because they're on the play. I'm not going to play this out just because it dies. I'm going to unsummon this on their end step. So they might be trying to get like the spectacle for light up the stage. So now what we can do is this. Play this out. Drawing nothing but lands has been a little awkward. We do need a little bit more action to come out of this hand. See what they do here. Sorry, my arena is not showing anything. Froze on the screen. Is there any sort of lag on the stream side? Okay, so they killed it with the Wizard's Lightning, so they did our own game against us. So another Bone Crusher's not bad here. We do need some action coming out of here soon. Instead, we just get more lands. Don't think we're in a rush to kill that. They're also stuck on 2 lands. So that means their hand is just loaded with removal. If they attack, I'm not going to block. Yeah, they just do that. So I went this route because next turn I could stomp and play it out. Mana efficiency wise, this is a better move. We do need like 6 lines in a 20 line deck's pretty wild. Yeah, if they keep hitting. I need like, yeah, they're probably dead here. Because now these Lava Mancers just pick off our Soulscar Mage. They have enough ammo there. I do think we want more burn. The Unsummon was kind of cool. But I think you need to be burn heavy in this. Even just taking out the Lofty Denials, I'd probably try. I'm going to try with going Lightning Strike. So that probably gives him a forewarning. Jeez. I think you do it anyways. Yeah, I think we're... Because now they can just put Jengantha to hand. If we drop the Brazen Borrower, we can play Jengantha in the deck. Which is something. Minimize like the flood. Okay, whatever, we're lost. I can't beat Jengantha now. When you draw 7 lands in your 20 land deck, you're not going to do much. Okay, we're playing around. The shell here I like. I just think we can have a bit better of like a final game plan. I think what we want to do... Why does it... I hate how Arena always gives us the mismatched one. Lava Runner. Then I honestly think we're at 62 cards. And I think we just do unsummon. Hey Quantum, how's it going? Mismatch. We've killed some games and we've gotten killed pretty bad, like on the flip side. I don't love the Curious Obsession. I think we want to try up light up the stage. Just maximize your spectacle enablers. Let's try it like that. So it's like, is it burn? So we could probably want to maximize the number of red sources on one. So let's try that out. I want the unsummons and the Brazen Borrowers for the auras matchup. If we get, like, if they get a big enough one, we need to try it out like that. This sounds great. Aether Hub. Ooh. We are going to hit them hard. Alright. Go Soulscar Mage. So, just maximizing the damage here. Light up the stage has already been so much better this game. So even if they just board wipe next turn, they're spending 4 mana to kill my 1/1. That's already dealt a ton of damage. If they animate this to block, I have the shock. We have 4/7 damage coming in. A bit awkward is we do play into Extinction Event here. Okay, we got the Storm Tamer, so let's go blue here. Start with the shock. Probably just want to get them as low as possible. I maybe should have held that because they could block with this Guardian Idol now. Yeah, I think that was wrong. Oh, they just go to 1. Anything with haste or a burn spell? Haste or a burn spell? Haste or a burn spell? Got him. Yeah, light up the stage is the route to go, I think. We had fun. We'll go one more game with this one here. I want to just see if this version's kind of working out. What are we at? Plat tier 4. So we've modified it a bit since we started. As we played some games through it. The shell feels pretty good. It's a nice aggressive shell. I think having a lot more 1-drops with the burn package has felt really good. Just to kind of smash through as much as possible. Adelies is a 3 of, is probably fine as well. Yep. And then I have an Izzet Blood Sun list, which we'll give a go. Izzet's always one of my favorite deck. I just love like the play style. Like you're aggressive, but you're disruptive. You could be control, you could be aggro. Keep. They need to put Delver Secrets into Historic. They need to put original Innistrad block into Historic. Give me Huntmaster. Give me Snapcaster. Give me Geist. Should have waited on playing the land. I don't want to give them... Let's do this. If they put a Curious Obsession on it, I can protect it. Like, I can just block. I want to keep them off because a lot of their counter spells get better. Okay, they go Sea Dasher. That's fine. I get to 2-for-1 them now. That would be 2 instants in the graveyard. We need another piece of interaction here. We've drawn a lot of creatures. We're in an odd spot. We need like action. They have the flash threats. Okay. So they're flash creatures. We could be seeing like a Brazen Borrower here. I want to save this for like the last turn. Just go wide on them. They have the Mystical Dispute. They are main boarding Mystical Dispute in Best of 1 Historic. Brazen Borrower. Take the damage. We're just going to throw it out there. Doesn't even make sense though. Blue's not even like heavily represented in Best of 1. And it's just a bad counter spell. Like, Mystical Dispute is good when you know you're playing heavily blue mana. That's fine. Use all these counters. The important thing is we have pressure on board. So normally I wouldn't do this, but like playing out the extra land, but they have counter spells that we need them to tap down more. Do they have the Lookout's Dispersal? Come on, trade. Okay. We're in a bit of an awkward spot now. Because they can draw cards. If they have Curious Obsession, it gets it at a range. That's actually interesting. So Prowess works on cast triggers. So even if they counter this, and if they Sea Dasher, it goes minus anyways. If they bounce it, that's fine. Do they have Sea Dasher? It's fine. Like, we're still coming out ahead in these exchanges. They're not advancing their board state. And, like, Brazen Borer could come down. I'm doing this pre-combat. Again, we don't get the discount, but we do in a way. See if they drew the counter. Because they have the information on board that we have it. Okay, so they have something. Otherwise, they would have drawn a card, even like flashing. They're just gonna flash and borrow. Cool. That doesn't block. You have an obsession. It's a bold move, knowing we have this. Like here they need a counter spell, bounce spell. I could have killed this first and played the Adelies, but if Adelies lives... Because now I get them to respond. See what they tap down. Got him. Tempo, tempo. Okay, I lied. We're playing this deck more. I like it. There were some learning curves. But I think this is where we want to be. The light up the stages have felt really good. I'm wondering if we want to trim one Adelize and then play... Do we want like Pillar of Flame? No, I don't think we want Pillar of Flame. Because it's still a 3-mana 2/2. What other wizards are there? Seagate Stormcaller is kind of cool. What do we got in red? You have like Viashino Pyromancer. You can play one Lavamancer, but it's not that great on its own. We have Shock on Summon. Dreadhorde can't do too much here. Viashino is whatever. Flying Haste, this gets reduction. No, I think we're keeping it as is. I'm just wondering if we want to play a Lightning Strike. No, I think we're good. Let's run it back. Tempo, tempo. Having to not go like all in on the Curious Obsession also feels pretty good. Okay, so we're gonna lead with the Soulscar Mage. Just because it has prowess. Then next turn I can go Storm Tamer. Okay, against goblins, because they don't have removal, I'm going Sprite Dragon. And now we're just gonna kill everything they play. Okay, so they have Wily. So now I'm gonna kill the Skirk. Because they can go turn 3 Muxus. Oh, if we had a land, that'd be great. So I'm going to do this just because I want to trigger Prowess. If they have a haste creature, I don't care this turn. If they play Krenko, I just bounce it back to hand. War Chiefs, whatever. We'll just kill it. So this is actually interesting. So I think what we need to do this turn is kill... Can I kill them? No. Okay, so if I bounce this, kill this, if I bounce this, that's 3 mana. If they play the Prospector, it's really just like what comes down to what I'm more scared of. The Prospector probably. Being a little hampered on lands this game isn't great. So I'm just trying to throw as much damage on them as possible. So like theoretically next turn I could just kill them in the air. Because they're mana short now of going... Yeah. So they're setting up for their turn next turn. I just go Sprite Dragon and kill them. I think that was the right play. In a lot of these games, what you're trying to do is just slow them down enough that you're able to... Oh, they're going Incinerator. That's actually interesting. So Incinerator, they have to sack 2 creatures, so they block 1. They're taking 5. But then I can protect whatever they Incinerator. Which they won't have... Because if they don't block here, they still die. And I actually probably don't even protect. I just play this out as a blocker. Got him! Beating goblins with 2 lands. Let's see if we hit plat 3. See how that goes. Welcome everyone stopping by. We are playing some Izzet Wizards. Izzet Tempo. Looking to throw it a 1-drop and then protect as we continue our journey. So let's lead with this. Make them think we're mono red. Oh, if they're on colorless. Hot child. Let's go. I might actually just play out Bone Crusher. If they're on Extinction Event, it's pretty bad. So actually what I'm going to do this turn, I think. This is a pretty big tempo play. And doesn't have me fall. Okay. Wizard's Lightning is great here. So then I can Brazen Borrower on the end step. Sure. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Monument. So that's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, so this is interesting. So if I Atalyze, it's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. If I Bone Crusher, it's 2, 4, 5, 6, 9. So it puts him down. And then it leaves him dead to the haste the following turn. We are we needed one more spell in the graveyard for the Lava Runner. Here, even if they gain 2, it's not the end of the world. They're digging for Extinction Event here. 2, 3, 4, 5. They don't have enough to play this in event. That's a decent line to draw. Let's see what they get here. Like Meteor Golem, maybe? Ooh, Platinum Angel. Okay, that's certainly annoying. Hey Jaffer, how's it going? So we just need to find like a burn spell here or a way to bounce it. Okay, so we got 2 unsummons in the deck, 2 more Brazen Borrowers. Stomp isn't too bad. I'm just trying to put as much damage down because they can gain life off stuff, so I want to keep them so that they're dead upon going in. Not too worried about Ulamog. Again, we're still just like Brazen Borrower away from winning, or an Unsummon. Can't. In case we draw light up the stage. Perfect. Gotcha. So I'm doing this just so they don't get the blocker and I can maximize my attackers in. And then we had Bone Crusher to deal 2 more points of damage in. It was good. I just hung out with my wife's parents and the dogs. How about yourself? So what do we do with this deck? I know the early versions weren't we didn't run as well. We've modified this one a bit along the way. I've kind of really liked the direction we've ended. So we went 8 and 5, but I feel like we went a lot better the last version. So we're 4 and 0 with this last version, going heavier burn with the light up the stage. So we were 4 and 5, and then we made the changes, and it's been pretty solid since. Let's run it one more. Are you going to be streaming later, Jaffer? Gotta do the race to Mythic. So I'm gonna go Soul Scar because these get haste later on. Opponent goes first. I'm actually... Because, like, I think we try this. Opponent's a Diamond Gamer. Goblins. So we have no interaction. Golgari Adventures or Life of a YouTuber. Now we gotta worry about content. So land was the last thing we wanted. Okay, Mind Stone. So they're like Autumn Burchette's version. Shock is good. Oh shit, I missed the point of damage. Brain's an autopilot. Hopefully that doesn't come back to haunt us. You have Iron Craig feet. Krenko. Jeez, can we stop drawing lands? Make it seem. One time. Hey Luca, against the deck I'm playing or against goblins? We bet goblins a couple matches ago with the deck. We just drew all our creatures and really none of our interaction. And also 25% of our lands in the deck. What were you on? In my last 4 matches were 4-0. Yeah, I think we're dead here. Spell off the top. Chain Whirler, that's not in our deck. What's your username, Luca? I could take a look. There's that Muxus. Oh, we're trying to land. Yeah, we're dead. Yeah, we're dead. Too many lands. That's right. That was our freebie loss. I still think light up the stage is probably where we want to be. We can look at like Frantic Inventory maybe is a card I always liked. Wonder if we go down to 19 lands. They're on mono red, so what would I rather they kill? This? Again, I think these get better over time. I think we need to try to race here. Just throw damage at their face. They have 6 here on me. And the courier. Actually think we're killing the courier here. It just gets a lot of card advantage. Feels kind of bad. Shock's nice. So let's go Lava Runner. Because if I draw land, then I can Atalyze. We gotta just try to race him at this point. I just didn't want him to get the card advantage off. Okay, if they're on Embercleave, that's pretty bad. Kill this. It's probably the line. They can block one of these. 6, 8, 10. You have Cleave? Yeah. We're not beating Cleave. No, I'm a little short. Mono red's gonna be tough. I like the unsummon. Atalyze was a little awkward. Let's try Maybe we try opt. Play like one opt. Or no, let's go crash through. Crash through giving trample could be relevant. Okay, let's try that. I'm honestly thinking we don't need Atalyze. Let me try it like this. Without this and play crash throughs. Wizard's Lightning, Bone Crusher, Shock as our unsummon. Okay. Let's try this out. Maybe even just try Viashino. This has been fun. I've liked this deck. Okay, we are going to try this hand. We are heavily reliant on this little Stormy Boy living. This is the hand that goes from top notch. Don't kill it, don't kill it. Okay. No blocks. I could go Lava Runner, but I could Lava Runner next turn with haste. Try to light up the stage. I could Lava Runner this turn, have the stomp up for next turn. Let's do this. If they stomp here, it's fine. It takes them off, and then that takes their whole turn. The BTE stomp will be the worst case. Yeah, what's your question, Jaffer? Yeah, maybe just DM me. I'm gonna wrap it up after this one. So, okay, so I think what we're doing here, can crash through, I can attack for 1, light up the stage, and then decide how I want to proceed with the rest of the turn. Okay, so let's start by lighting up the stage. Perfect. Then I think we're just gonna stomp one of these Fervent Champions. The hand's really good right now. Okay, Shock's fine. We are at 13. Carry Zev, that's fine. Can clear their board now. I think we do this. Kill this. I need to keep 2 wizards around for these Wizards Lightning. And then I can play around their removal by prowessing this potentially. Yeah, I've liked this burn heavier version a little bit better. Okay. It's fine. We fog them there. I actually think this turn... Do we crash through, kill their thing? Do we play Bone Crusher? Probably on Bone Crusher. It's a little awkward if they kill the Storm Tamer now. If they want to use a burn spell to kill this in addition, I think we're fine. Okay, that's Something we're going to kill here. So they probably have a burn spell, but I'm fine trading here. Because now I can shock here. Crash through. Play this out, have protection and Wizard's Lightning. So I can kill these Bone Crushers if that's their whole turn. I think we're fine taking the 1 here. Viashino. Kill the 1/1? Yeah, it could be. Okay, we'll kill this. Yeah, I think Bone Crusher was the best play for them. I was hoping to not use 3 damage on a smaller creature. So we take some damage here. We're at a burn, so we need to get something else going here. Hey Mezerin, how's it going? We've seen a very nice selection of burn spells. No complaints from me. Ooh, with the shock. Okay, so if they don't block, they're dead. You gonna block? Okay, so they're a lightning strike. That might have been wrong. You see me, Paragon? Kenra, that's something. They have a burn? Okay, haste. Soul Scar. Nope. Oh, Keone? The mono red matchup's rough. We drew a lot of burn that game, but their creatures are just slightly bigger. I do like this burn heavy version, I must say. I don't know what else we could have drawn there. We had to take some damage. The problem is we had to kill 2 Bone Crusher Giants, so we took 4 extra damage there. Okay, sounds good. We don't have blue, but Soul Scar cures all. Curious. I think so far we've just had a really shitty matchup against Mono Red. We're 9-8, but 1-7 versus Mono Red. Goblins or... Yeah, we haven't bet Mono Red aggro. So I'm going to play this out. I'm not too concerned with the All Seed right now. This doesn't look like Auras. It looks like life gain. Baffling End. So this is the Coco version. Cool. So they could have protection this turn. Yeah, those Bone Crushers basically knocked us upside. I think that's fine. Because they could give protection to something. But if they just go like Apparition here... We kill it. I think we're on 4 Bone Crushers in our list. Yeah. Pridemate Speaker. Ooh, that's actually kind of annoying. They gain the life. Crash through. Crash through. Trample. Buy a Johnny's Pridemate. So they have to like collect a company for like 2 Skyclave apparitions. Wow, they go Soul Scar. That seems wrong to me. Drawing a few too many lands. I think we could drop to 19 lands almost at this point. They have the Baffling End. They're stabilizing. Piece of burn. 1 piece of burn. A flyer. I think we're fine with that trade. Storm Tamer. We can hit him in the air. Still okay. We got a lot of burn left in the deck. I wouldn't attack if I were you. So they probably have... No, they go Skyclave. Well, they drew pretty nicely. Sprite Dragon it is. We'll go another red source. Ping for 1. Could have waited and maybe instant speed this, but they gain the life here. That is super annoying. That is a hell of a top deck by the opponent. So frustrating. Because we're on like 20 lands, and to draw 6 is... And we double crash through. So we drew a lot of cards here. Yeah, we can't even... They're hitting us for 9 here. So they can't make a creature. I think we... Yeah, they've had a nice series of draws here. Like, we had a good turn, but not drawing anything else has been a little... Yeah. Okay. 19 land special time. This is kind of silly. They top decked, like, the perfect sequence. They also saw 3 apparitions that game. Do we need Storm Tamer? Alright. Full 4 crash throughs. 19 lions. Let's see if this is the final version. No. Yes. Yes, please. Buy Storm Tamer. You know what? May... Two lands, let's go. That's all we need. Shadow Sphere, cool. Don't care. Get to Lava Runner, Storm Tamer next turn. They're playing that in Gruul? They're just like the nuts. And Stomp. And Domri's Ambush. Jeez. Was 8 bits of a turn. I think we're going... Shadow Sphere is what to equip? 2. Gaining 4 per turn. We're playing some weird decks. So I'm just going to turn on Light Up the Stage here. And we got Soul Scar. Problem is with like Stomp, I'm a little worried. Does this give Trample? Trample on Lifelink. So we're gonna shrink this down. Cool. Cool. Like, you're just better off playing Embercleave in most matches. I want to keep up both for protection. You could also Embercleave this turn. You have Embercleave. Pretty good exchange. Oh, no worries. Okay, can we draw some action now, please? They have collected companies, my guess. Wonder if we do collected wizards. Whiff. We're dead. We're dead. We're dead. These Storm Tamers probably aren't aggressive enough. I think I want more burn. We've like butchered this deck along the way. It's been fun to play it. I think what we need to do... It's the answer. Well, the thing is, like, we need to interact with our opponent's board, and we're not doing that effectively in some of these games. And, like, this is not doing enough. Spelling. Where's strike? Lightning strike. Alright. Last go. When we're just playing the 1 mana, like, we're not really going to protect. Alright, Luris. Can you beat a Soulscar Mage with 3 Bone Crushers to back it up? Opponent gives us a preemptive good game. Buddy. Pal. Friendo. Takes our 1-drop. Let's go. We might just turn all the burn to their face. I think we get rid of 1 Bone Crusher here. Because if I draw a Wizard, I kill Arcanist. If not, I light up the stage. They did triple discard us this turn. So we've had 4 cards discarded, which is kind of bullshit. Land. Land. And our mana's awful. The old... Thought sees you, Croxa you, Croxa you. Still kind of a dick move. What do you have? Claim? Thirst. So we probably... take the damage here. Strike here. Cool. Because now we can play around. Our hand was beautiful, but the boy massacred it. And summon's not great against Croxa, but in a pinch it can work. That puts 5. I still think we do this. I mean, we drew out of it pretty well. They're off Croxa. They need another card in their graveyard. So if they have like Fatal Push... No, they can't even use this because they have to escape this. That's annoying. They probably have village rights. And they go land Croxa, or it's just supplier. Sprit. Let's go. It's a use it or lose it situation. They have land, they can Croxa. So they kill us if they have a land. We're basically dead anyways. Unless I chain together some number of burn spells. River Glide Passage is not that effect. Does this give trample? No. Peasy. Peasy. Yep. Opponent had it all. Alright, so how'd we settle with this one? I think we had a... You could win some games, you'll lose some games. Overall, not too shabby at all. It's a fun one. It's not too expensive. Something to try out. I know we played a couple different versions. I kind of like it like this, just more burn heavy than the Adelies plan. Think this... You're going to run into issues with like heavy discard decks. You kind of go all in. But there's some synergies. You're really only your rare wild cards are your Soul Scar Mage, Brazen Boar, Bone Crusher Giant, and some lands. You can play basics instead. But interesting deck for best of one. Definitely something to check out. Let's see who's on. We'll drop a raid. John is playing in the SCG. So we'll drop a raid here. Appreciate everyone stopping by. If you missed any part of this, it'll be up on YouTube tomorrow. Appreciate everyone. I will be back. Try tomorrow to do another video. And we'll be up. Otherwise, stay safe, everyone. Happy New Year. Have a great one.